I'm going to show you two simple techniques on how you can determine if you're bidding aggressively or you're just somewhere in between, and all of that in different scenarios. If you're aiming to get higher organic ranks or profitability, this is applicable for all possible scenarios. So I prepared several examples for you. In this first example, this is the easiest method on how to spot it. It's not the most precise, but it really gives you information if should you dive deeper into that or not. And towards the end of the video, I'll show you what the deep dive looks like. So this is the sponsor product auto campaign. And you can see the cost per click in last 30 days is at 0.95 cents. It's only been 99 clicks or not. I suppose it's enough. But anyway, you want to compare your bid to your cost per click. If those two are similar, as in this case, 0.96 and 0.95, that means that you're already hitting the ceiling with your bid because cost per click is average click. So on average, after 99 clicks, your average cost per click is just 1 cent below your bid, maximum bid that you've set over here. So what actually happens in reality is that every time you want to bid for the auction to win the placement, you're essentially bidding always the maximum you allowed it to. So it's always 96 cents. And in reality, what happens is that you're missing probably majority of auctions and majority of placements because you limited your bid. Now, of course, that could be because you're optimizing for ACoS and this is sponsored product order campaign, depending on the goal. Is it a harvesting one or is it aimed for profitability? But that's one example. Let's move forward. This is the manual campaign. It's only been a few clicks because it's a new campaign, but you can see the perfect example. We are bidding 2.82 cents here, and the cost per click is exactly 2.82 cents because this is an average of 4 clicks. It's an easy math that every single click we paid 2.82 cents, meaning there's definitely room to go higher than that. Of course, there's the suggested bid that you can also take as a reference. And you can see some of these are pretty amazing. $8, say $10, and there are these categories with really high competition. But regardless of the suggested bid, because that changes and it's not that static, of course, because it's just a simple snapshot of the current suggested bids. Meaning, for example, in reality, there can be 10 competitors who all have their automation set. Then whenever somebody tries to bid higher and wants to overthrow them, they enable their ads, they increase their budgets, increase their bids, and this can easily go up to 15 or 3 times more than what you're seeing. So it doesn't make any sense. But in your, let's say, little bubble, you're just starting out and you want to just know, are you bidding enough? And for the different placements, this could be maybe rest of search campaign specifically or product display pages campaign. And then also it's a different environment where you are appearing. And this one is also a perfect example, but you get the idea already. So we are bidding $3 here. After 23 clicks, we are 296. So that's already close to where we're bidding. So definitely we could improve it a little bit. And same goes for all the others. And then this one, 15 clicks, we're bidding $3, cost per click 296, $3, 299. So already at the top. So I've dig these examples just for you to understand. If you see something like this is the point where you realize that you need higher bids, you need probably more budget for this. In majority of cases, you will see that your bid is, for example, $3 and your cost per click is maybe 2 point something or 1 point something. That means that you're ready to bid $3, but your competition is not that fierce and they're only willing to spend, for example, 1.4, 1.5. Now, let me show you how to find more information about that. So this is the Excel file that I've pulled. This is the Sponsor Product Search Term Impression Share report. It's an amazing report and a lot of people are not using it, but I encourage you to start doing that because you will get a little bit of a competitive advantage. So what you get with this report is that for each of the search terms that you have on the left and for the targeting, you will see your search term impression share rank and search term impression share. What that actually means is that if you're ranked number one for your search term, that means you're basically winning the best possible impression share. Now, this is the branded one, so it's not a surprise that we are having 97.46. But for example, take a look at this one. If you have anything less than 1, for example, 13, it means that 12 competitors are ranked higher than you for this specific search term. And let's see what are the bids for this in this example. So we are only paying 0.81 cent per solid, click-through rate 1.84. So it means that it's a low cost per click. Most probably you are bidding low for this one. And that's why with the search term impression share rank of 30, and you're only getting 1.98% of impression share, which is ridiculously low. What you want to go into the specific campaign is going to be shown over here up here in the columns, but you will see the exact campaign and exact ad group, and you want to go there and see what is the situation, what's the conversion rate, what's the ACoS, and then you can definitely increase more. Then the second example in here, so it's an exact match campaign, search term impression rank 11, only slightly less than 3% of search term impression share. Since it's in the exact, most probably it's a ranking campaign, cost per click is already at $5, which is pretty high. But if it's a ranking campaign, we don't want to look at the profitability. If it gets enough sales to rank properly, you want to increase that. So such an impression share report is much bigger than this part that I shared. I've recorded that on our YouTube channel, so you can head over there and see the detailed explanation about it. Anyway, these techniques will enable you to go through your campaigns and check if you're bidding high enough or you are underbidding. Anyway, depending on your specific goals for specific campaigns, you should be adjusting these every other day or so, depending again of the pace of the campaign. Let me know if you have any further questions about this, and see you tomorrow in the next video. Bye bye.